Hey guys, thank you for coming back to the channel and welcome to my first Brawler review. I apologise for taking such a long break. I had uni and a lot of stuff going on, but I am back with Byron, which I think is how you pronounce his name. We're going to be doing an unboxing to see if I actually get him, and then he is going to be put through 10 tests. Obviously, everything is inspired by Kairos Time. I do really like him, and the tests are kind of not like his Olympic tests, but I'm just going to sort of rate him out of 10 in different aspects. There's going to be games going on in the background, some music as well, and let's just go straight into the video. So I have sped this up by 3.5 times, which is why it's really laggy. Basically, I opened about 50 boxes that I've unlocked from the previous season and from the Brawl Pass now, and on my very last mega box did I actually unlock him. I was really stressing out because I didn't think I'd be able to get out this video. And I'll slow it down so you can just see me opening it. My reaction, I was actually screaming. I was so happy. Here you go, here it is. Oh yeah, you can see me pause on that. I was like, there's no way on my last box. Then, from then on, I just picked up some power cubes for him. I'm gonna go into some tests. In the background there will be gameplay going on of just how I found him, a couple games I played with him after I unlocked him. The first test, as you saw, is the damage test. Byron's damage is, at max level, 560 per hit for 3 seconds. His poison stacks, unlike Crow's, which I personally find really good, and it gives him a total of 5,040 damage if you hit all 3 shots. In my opinion, this is some really good damage, and it does actually kill quite a lot of the brawlers in the game. His super at max power does 2,100 health, which again is also very good. So I'm going to rate Byron a 7 out of 10 for the damage test. The second test is the healing test, and again 560 per second for 3 seconds and 3 ammo. That's another 5,040 health with a 2,100 health from his super too. That puts it up to 7,140. That is incredible. And imagine him with a Frank in Brawl Ball or something like that. That will be ridiculously strong. That's on top of Frank's new buff and his sponge star power. Frank is going to be practically unkillable. On top of that, he can heal himself with his gadget, which is 800 a second for 3 seconds, which is overall the same as Bibby's, but faster. In my opinion, that's really good, and his healing overall is very strong. I'm going to rate him an 8.5 out of 10. The third test is the enjoyment test. I think that he is actually pretty fun to play. I will be pushing him up. He's enjoyable. He's a mixture between an attacker and a healer, which I quite like. It reminds me of somebody from Overwatch. However, it can be really annoying if in a 3v3, and I think you might see it sometimes in these games, you try and shoot an enemy. If your teammates are stood slightly in front of you or on top of you, you'll hit them instead, and when they're on full health, that can be relatively annoying. So I'm going to rate his enjoyment a 6.5 out of 10. The fourth test is the reload test. His reload speed is classed as very fast, which I think puts him up there with somebody like Nita's and Primo's sort of reload speed. I think his reload speed is really good, but his unload speed isn't so good. If you spam tap fire, you spam fire, it does take him a while to get those bullets out, which can be fatal in some games. So I'm going to rate it an 8 out of 10. Next is the speed test. I'm pretty sure his speed is normal. I don't really have much to say about this. I mean, it's not slow, but it's not fast. It's just a classic healer speed. Just going to rate it 5.5 out of 10. The sixth test is range test, as you can see on screen. His range is very long. I believe it's about the same length as Piper's and Brock's, which gives him a really, really good advantage because he can stay back when he can heal his teammates who are going into fights. So again, if he's paired with somebody close range like a Jackie or a Primo who needs to get close to kill people, he can stand way back and heal his teammates. His super range is the same as Dynamite's, which is classed as long. So overall, I'm going to rate his range an 8 out of 10. The seventh test is a gadget rating. Same overall health as Bibby, but it's faster, 800 second for 3 seconds. It does take a second to use though, so I'm going to rate it a 6.5 out of 10. His next test is a star power rating. It seems like an interesting concept. It's a new idea, and it does seem good because I haven't unlocked it yet. But I think my problem with it is that if you're hitting them with your super and you've hit a couple shots on them, they will probably die before they actually end up healing. So it will only really be good if you hit like a tank with it and they have their own Byron or Poker on their team that heals them, so it is halved. But I think if you're hitting them with your super, you're sacrificing that heal super to damage opponents. You're going to want to kill them rather than cancel their healing. So I'm going to rate his star power a 7 out of 10. The ninth test is how useful he is in each mode. Now, it's going to be interesting. I think he's good in quite a lot of modes, and I will say his scores in each mode with the modes up in the background. But I think the main problem is it can be annoying if there are too many teammates. They get in the way a lot. So something like Brawler, where there are people constantly running around in front of you, they can really intercept your damage output on the enemies. Again, he's not very good at opening boxes, so it doesn't really make him very helpful in solos. In my opinion, his best mode is Bounty, because he can give a high output of damage on top of a high heal. So that's his best mode. I'll say the ratings now. My ratings for him are in order: 7.5, 4.5, 6.5, 6, 7.5, 7, 8.5, 6. So, as you can see, his worst mode is solos, and I think he's not so good at Brawl or Heist. I think he's going to be probably stronger than that in Siege, but I haven't had a chance to play him in that mode yet. The final test is my personal rating of Byron. In my opinion, he's really fun to play, but it can be really, really annoying when teammates get in his way and block shots. I do really like his concept. I love the fact that his poison stacks, unlike Crow's, and overall, I'm going to rate him a 7 out of 10. And the overall results are in. So, for the modes, I rated 7.5, 4.5, 6.5, 6, 7.5, 7, 8.5, and 6. Overall, that's a total of 53.5. Divide that by 8 to get the average of 6.68. I've rounded that down to 6.5. That rates his general usefulness in modes. And then overall, out of the 10 tests, he rated a 7, 8.5, 6.5, 8, 5.5, 8, 6.5, 7, 6.5, 7, which is a total of 70.5. Now divide that by the 10 tests, that's 7.05, so a 7 out of 10 overall. If you have Byron, I recommend using him. I think he's pretty good, really fun to play. And thank you ever so much for watching the video. Leave a like and a comment if you'd like me to do more Brawler reviews.